After a twin flame reading video that I did yesterday, many of you were leaving comments asking me about something I mentioned in the reading, which is that many of you collectively may be experiencing increased fifth dimension communication experiences with your twin flame, especially during periods of separation if you are currently in some kind of period of separation or disconnect from your twin. And many of you asked in the comments what I meant when I spoke about increased potential for astral meetings or meetings in the astral realm with your twin flame. Astral meetings are one of the most mystical fifth dimension experiences that twin flames can have or can experience. So in this podcast video, I do just want to share my thoughts and knowledge on twin flame astral experiences, and specifically how to know whether you are having a traditional kind of dream experience with your twin flame, or rather having a very literal astral meeting, what sometimes is known as a dream meeting with your twin flame, and really what the difference between those two experiences is. So before I get into all of this information in this video, I do just want to introduce myself to anyone who is new here. So if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, of course, we are talking about twin flame astral meetings, or meeting your twin flame in the astral realm. Many of you are probably familiar with astral projection, the idea of being able to project or send your consciousness outside of your physical body to travel the world or even other worlds, other dimensions, other lifetimes, to essentially access all of that energetic information that invisibly exists around us, that we sometimes refer to as the Akashic Records, an invisible library of energetic information that we have access to at any point in time. So when it comes to this astral realm and these astral experiences, the key difference between astral experiences and meeting your twin flame in the astral realm and dream experiences, or just dreaming about them, is that when you have an astral experience with your twin flame, you are literally collecting real, tangible knowledge, information, having real time interactions or communication with your twin flame in your dream state or in your out-of-body state. So what this means is when you meet a twin flame in the astral realm, you may awaken with a conscious recollection of a conversation or some kind of experience that you had with them, and your twin flame, wherever they are, will wake up from that experience and also have the same recollection, identical recollection of those experiences. These are sometimes known even as shared dreams or dream meetings, because although astral meetings with your twin flame can feel like dreams, it can feel like you were dreaming. They can feel extremely realistic in spite of seeming to just be a dream. And this is because the communication, experiences, interactions you were having in that dream weren't just musings or imaginings of your subconscious mind. They were actual lived experiences you had out of body in the astral plane while you were physically asleep in your physical body. And your twin flame shared these experiences. You were literally meeting up with them on the astral plane, meaning that you each were projecting your consciousness outside of your physical body to what we call the astral realm or the astral plane. And on that astral plane, you were meeting up together, sharing experiences that then very often you awaken and can both consciously remember in the same way. Now, of course, all of this begs the question, what are some signs that you've had an astral experience with your twin? Because twin flames do experience many different kinds of interactions and communication that occur while the physical body is asleep. So they can telepathically communicate through dreams. You can obviously have dream experiences that connect you through the subconscious to your twin flame's subconscious, but these aren't necessarily literal astral plane meetings with your twin, which are really much more rare between twin flames. It is very rare, but also not uncommon to have an astral meeting, a dream meeting with your twin flame. So obviously the first and most obvious way to know that you've had an astral meeting with your twin flame as opposed to a traditional dream kind of experience is that you are able to confirm that your twin flame had the exact same dream and had a conscious recollection of the dream. Now, as you guys know, I am a twin flame myself, and I would like to share more as I go along about my twin flame experiences. However, when it comes to this specifically, I do have one experience, a very conscious experience with meeting my twin flame in the astral realm. Actually, I've had two experiences, but one of these, I don't believe was consciously aware of or had conscious recollection of. And the second one, we both had conscious recollection of. So what I will say about that is when I talk about you both consciously remembering the dream, it's like when you meet your twin flame in the astral realm, those are real lived out-of-body experiences, and you can receive information and knowledge and have conversations in those dream experiences that are essentially real, that are like real conversations that you are both capable of remembering. But this is where things get kind of complicated, because just because you are both capable of remembering these experiences doesn't mean you will necessarily register and remember them 100%. And I know that sounds confusing, but it's kind of like, when you have some really weird, trippy dream, and then you wake up the next morning and you think, wow, that was powerful, or that was weird, and you just forget about it. You don't really fully register it consciously and remember it. So the same thing can happen with these astral meetings. If both twin flames are very in tune with each other consciously, if they've met and spent time together physically, then it's very likely they will consciously register in the conscious mind these astral experiences with one another and remember them. However, let's say that you haven't yet met your twin flame in the physical 3D world, and you may meet them in the astral plane and have some shared astral realm experience. However, because you don't have anything in your 3D reality to connect with that person and that experience, you may or may not remember it, if that makes sense. Your brain might just categorize it as like a trippy, interesting, realistic feeling dream and register it into your unconscious mind. So twin flames do very often meet actually several times, usually in the astral plane prior to meeting in the physical world. But again, because they don't have any person, face, name to consciously connect with those experiences, very often one or the other or even both will not at that point consciously remember these astral meetings with one another. However, after meeting your twin flame in the physical, you now have a name and a face and a persona to consciously attach to these astral meeting experiences. So you are both much more likely to consciously register and remember these dream meetings, if that makes sense. So for me, this is why I have two, again, astral meeting experiences that I am conscious of, that I am aware of with my twin flame. However, the first of these astral meetings happened before we reconnected in the physical world. So, although for me it was very profound and I registered and consciously remembered this experience, my twin was less awakened spiritually at the time. And again, because we had not met and reconnected in this reality in the physical, he did not consciously register this dream experience. So, he doesn't have conscious recollection of our first astral meeting, but we both have conscious recollection of our second astral meeting because it actually happened after we reconnected in the physical. We were talking and texting every day by that point, so we both consciously remembered this experience. And at the time, we both actually thought maybe it's just some super realistic dream, but the way we knew that it was an astral experience, an astral meeting, is we actually both identically remembered the same conversation from the dream that we had had in the dream. And we could so essentially, I'll just backtrack a little bit and tell you about both astral meetings. So the first astral meeting I had with my twin flame was prior to us reconnecting in the physical world. And what happened is I had a dream where it was just the two of us in this kind of other layer of reality or existence where we were in some kind of room. It was like a whitewashed room, all white walls, all white furniture. And we were just sitting there having a conversation, laughing together. And I don't really remember the specifics of the conversation. What was vivid and very realistic to me was the emotion, the feeling, like I just knew this is my person. At the time, I didn't know the term twin flame, but I would have, if I had known that term, thought to myself, this is my twin flame. And as the dream was ending, I could feel myself waking up. And again, I say dream, but it was really an astral meeting. And as I felt myself awakening, I thought to myself, I need to remember this person's name. I don't even know your name. And as I was having that thought, I'm still getting chills just thinking about it. But as I was having that thought and waking up, right as I was awakening, I saw on my vision a clear first and last name written in like black, what looked to be black permanent marker on a white piece of paper. And it was my twin flame's first and last name. And I woke up just saying that name out loud in the middle of the night over and over and over again. And of course, I wrote down the name because I was like, wow, that was a crazy experience. I hadn't even fully gone through my spiritual awakening at this point. So this was like one of the most spiritual experiences I had ever had. It completely freaked me out, completely confused me. And later on, when I met my twin flame in the physical, which was, I was counting in my head, 10 months after this happened. 10 months after this happened, I met my twin flame in the physical. And of course, he had that same first and last name from my dream. So it's like we had this astral meeting where I was able to retrieve literal information from this dream. Again, because it wasn't just a dream, we were literally meeting and speaking in the astral realm. And I received this information about my twin from this dream. And then we met in the physical 10 months following this. However, again, my twin flame doesn't consciously remember this first dream meeting. He does, however, remember the second meeting, which happened just a few months after we met. We had been talking on the phone and had been texting, talking literally all night. And we had this weird experience where we had a dream, an astral meeting, where we were actually texting during the astral meeting. And when we woke up, we both remembered the text message conversation, but it wasn't on our phones. It felt so realistic. We thought we'd actually been texting in the middle of the night, but we had both had this dream of a text message conversation that had actually occurred. So just circling back to how you can know whether you've had an actual astral meeting with your twin flame or whether you've just been dreaming about them is if you receive from the dream some kind of knowledge or communication or have some conversation with them that wouldn't be possible to receive otherwise. Like for example, when I had the astral meeting where I dreamt my twin flame's first and last name, I received information from him following that astral meeting or during that meeting that I would not have really been able to otherwise receive. Essentially, this is information that comes from what we call the Akashic records, which is one way to visualize or conceptualize all of the energetic information that exists invisibly around us that gives us knowledge about all times, places, people, etc. It's essentially what we are tapping into when we talk about receiving intuition or divine guidance or whatever the case may be. So one other way to know that you had an astral meeting with your twin is obviously if you both remember consciously the conversation, the interaction, anything like that, then obviously 100% that was an astral meeting because you shared real-time, shared remembered experiences together while you were asleep. Now, the tricky thing about this is if they do not or you do not consciously remember the experience, this again doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't have an astral meeting because, like I mentioned earlier, whether or not you remember and recall these meetings or experiences, or your twin remembers or recalls these experiences, really does depend on how the brain chooses to categorize them. And that, of course, is dependent on how spiritually connected you are and how consciously connected in the 3D you are to one another. So, and I guess I would say the third way to know whether you had an astral meeting, and this is a bit more challenging or tricky to know because dreams can be very, very realistic, but I would say if you have a dream that feels ultra realistic, like feels different than usual dreams you have about your twin flame, you may wake up and feel more emotional about the experience than usual. You may even, like in the case of the first astral meeting I had, wake up in the middle of the night. For me, it was like 3 a.m. with so much love, so much emotion that it literally affects you in the physical, in the 3D, after waking up in some powerful kind of intense way. That can also be a sign that you've had an astral meeting with your twin flame. Now, astral meetings, although they do seem very mystical, very esoteric, you actually can induce them. Of course, there's no surefire 100% way to have an astral meeting with your twin flame. However, the conscious mind is very, very powerful, and just like many people can astral project, can project their consciousness while asleep at will, you can do things in preparation at night prior to falling asleep to make it more likely to essentially open your mind to having a kind of astral experience or dream telepathy or fifth dimension experience with your twin flame while you are asleep. And when we talk about the astral realm, astral projection, all of that, we are really speaking about the subconscious. The subconscious really rules all of our dream experiences, all of our astral experiences, because as we sleep, the conscious mind is completely dormant. It is the only time in our physical existence here on the planet when our conscious mind is completely dormant. Now, of course, we get pretty close to that during meditation. You can really quiet the conscious mind during meditation, but the only time it is completely inactive, completely out of the way, is while we are physically asleep. So this is when the conscious mind is out of the way and the subconscious mind is truly dominant. So if you want to prime your subconscious mind for inducing an astral experience, for having a dream experience that is meaningful with your twin flame, what I recommend is following this ritual. So prior to falling asleep, rather than being on your phone or watching Netflix or whatever it is you normally do to fall asleep, create some kind of sleep time, nighttime ritual prior to sleeping. Now, as you are lying down, closing your eyes, I recommend doing some kind of breathwork exercise. So for me, I like to do the 8-4-8 count breathing. So breathing in on 8 counts, holding my breath for 4 counts, then breathing out for 8 counts, and then pausing for 4 counts, and then repeating this rhythmic kind of breathing in order to deepen my breath and really ground myself, clear my energy through breathwork. So you can do whatever kind of breathwork exercise resonates most with you. This is just what I personally do. And once you feel like you've really cleared your energy through breathwork, really grounded yourself, really relaxed your physical body, with your eyes closed, repeat aloud to yourself some kind of instruction to the subconscious mind about what you want to experience while you are sleeping. So you could say something like, while I am asleep, I will meet my twin flame in the astral realm, or whatever the case may be. You can use whatever kind of intention resonates most with you. And then at this point, to really enhance your results, I recommend listening to a subliminal that allows you to fully relax the conscious mind, tap into the subconscious, and also to energetically connect you subconsciously to your twin flame, which of course you are always energetically, subconsciously connected to your twin, but really just to peel back those layers of conscious existence, get you back to that core of connection, that core of energetic connection of bond that you have with your twin flame. And the subliminal I would recommend most for this is one that I've created. It is my 7 chakra twin flame clearing subliminal. If you are a member on my website, soundandsoulful.com, you already have access to this subliminal. If you are not a member, you can sign up on my website to access it free for 7 days by creating a free trial account on my website. So all of the information about that is below in the pinned comment and the description box if you'd like to learn more. But essentially, this subliminal is designed to retune each of your chakra centers, to peel back those layers of negative programming and blocks that prevent these kinds of fifth dimension experiences, including astral meetings between twin flames, and really allow you to connect in a deeper, more profound way energetically with your twin, and in this case, through your dream experiences. So specifically for this exercise, if you are a member on my website already, I would recommend that you select one of the soundtracks, one of the background sounds that is not the Reiki version, because the Reiki version does have my voice more audible in the track, and I would recommend really using one of the subliminal versions. So either the music, the rain sounds, the white noise, or the ocean waves. And this will truly allow the affirmations embedded within the subliminal to fully reach and reprogram the subconscious as you are falling asleep. You can even choose to listen to the subliminal over and over on a loop while you are sleeping. If you create a custom playlist for that subliminal on my website, I do have a playlist and looping feature for members. So again, all of that information is linked in the pinned comment and the description box under this video if you're interested in exploring more. Thank you so much for joining me here today in this podcast. I know that it was a little bit more, I would say, scattered than usual, just because I wanted to share a lot of my personal experiences with the astral realm and my twin flame. But do let me know if you like this kind of podcast style video, and also what kinds of twin flame topics you would like to hear in future podcasts. Thank you so much for co-creating all of this information here with me here on this channel. Please do subscribe to this channel if I resonate with you. Join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I post energy updates and channeled messages for the Twin Flame Collective. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, magical rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next podcast.